So, good morning, students. So, today we have to study what the standard text of the 4.6, the Phantom Toolboot, and it is a book review. So, let's start it. So, let's start. First, we have to see the introduction of the Phantom Toolboot. The Phantom Toolboot is a children's fantasy adventure novel written by Norton Juster, with illustrations by Julius Pfeiffer, published in 1961 by Random House, USA. It means United States of America. It tells the story of a bold young boy named Milo was unacceptably receives a magic toolboot one afternoon and having nothing better to do, drives through it in his toy car, transporting him to the kingdom of wisdom. Once prosperous but not troubled, there he acquires two faithful companions and goes on a quest to restore to the kingdom its exiled princesses named Rhyme and Reason from the castle in the air, and the process he learns valuable lessons, finding a love of learning. So this is the Northern Juster, and this is the Julius Pfeiffer. Is so let's study the Phantom Toolboot. Milo was a young boy who lived in San Francisco in the state. He lacked for nothing, being an only child at home. He was surrounded by all sorts of expensive toys in school too. There was nothing but he could complain about, but Milo was bored. Nothing really interested him. He thought of everything as a waste of time and school as the greatest waste of time of all. Poor Milo. There's nothing for me to do now where I did care to go, and hardly anything worth seeing. He thought. You must have guessed by now that Milo belongs to an age when TV, video games, and computers were not invented. But on one long afternoon, like any other, Milo suddenly received a huge parcel with a bright blue envelope attached to one side. The envelope was addressed to him from Milo, who has plenty of time. As you can see here. See here. This This is the message written in that for Milo, who has plenty of time. So, wouldn't you be surprised if nothing like this happened to you? So was Milo. I don't think it's my birthday. He puzzled, and Christmas must be months away, and I haven't been outstandingly good or even good at all. Milo was an honest boy, so he admitted the last bit to himself. He couldn't return the parcel. There was no sender's address on it, so just in order to be polite, Milo decided to open the envelope. One genuine turnpike toolboot. It was written inside, easily assembled at home and for use by those who have never traveled in lands beyond. Like you, Milo was also intrigued by the word land beyond. There There was also a list of the contents of the parcel. It contained 1. Genuine turnpike toll booth to be erected according to directions. 3. Precautionary signs to be used in a precautionary fashion. Assorted coins for use in playing tolls. 1 map to up to date and carefully drawn by master cartographers depicting natural and man-made features. 1 book of rules and traffic regulations which may not be bent or broken. And in smaller letters at the bottom it concluded, results are not guaranteed, but if not perfectly satisfied, your wasted time will be refunded. Because Milo had nothing else to had nothing else to do, he followed the directions and erected the tool booth. It was a proper booth with windows and a roof and a coin box. But what's the use? Thought Milo. There's no highway attached to the booth. Nevertheless, Milo set up the precautionary signs, unfolded the map and chose a destination. He chose it at random because he had never heard of any of the places shown on the map, and so on was good as any other. Milo was not sure that this new game would turn out to be interesting. Milo was not sure that this new game would turn out to be interesting. However, he sat in his toy car, approached the booth, paid the toll with the coins and drove past the toll booth. But when he looked back, oh wonder of wonders, the toll booth had disappeared along with Milo's room and even his house. He found himself speeding down a highway into an unknown territory. What happened next is the story of Norman Juster's novel The Phantom Toll Booth. Though Milo didn't know it then, he had begun his journey in the land of expectations. He was in the kingdom of wisdom. He had many adventures. Here he had to rescue the princesses Rhyme and Reason from castles of air. Was he successful in his mission? Who were the strange people and creatures he met there? What happened to the toll booth? Did Milo see it again? Milo find his life interesting later on? You must read the novel to find it out. The novel The Phantom Toll Booth was written more than 50 years ago, but it continues to be a classic of children's literature. It is a fantasy means imaginary story, but it has an important message for children all over the world. It has helped them to look at their school and studies in a new light. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So please give a big thumbs up, like, subscribe and share to my channel, and God bless you all my dear students.